Hi Steve, talking this evening after a 1-0 win over Redditch.
Yep.
Bit of a scrappy game really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I would agree with that, Neil. I thought they were, a decent team. I like their centre forward a lot. I think he's an excellent player. But we did keep them quite reasonably quiet. I think we had, slightly the more chances in that first half. Unusually it was quite a sort of strong wind uphill, which sort of that is unusual for Garden Walk. It normally goes the other way. We had to deal with the fact that we did have the win, but we were the slope, and then come back into it. A couple of injuries. Obviously, Tom Newman picked up a hip injury, and that gave Brandon an opportunity to play. And he took it with both hands, and he got himself a goal, and obviously put himself up for selection for Tuesday.
Yeah, and I think that probably the second half, I think we definitely edged it in terms of chances and just in general kind of forward play really. Do you think that the introduction of Brandon helped with that?
Yeah, I do, and we could be here all night talking about him. Love him to pieces. He's there's no arguments from me about what a good finisher he is. His retention of the ball and his hold up play needs working on. And sometimes when he is giving the ball away, and I'll be honest with you, the front two, it's an issue that they've got to rectify quite quickly. It's not good enough for the quality that they are. If they went on the open market at our level, every single club in our level would want them. So it's not about ability, it's about them too. And I just feel that side of it can help us out a lot. And there's some ways, I don't mean to be, nasty about this, in regards to, the two of them. I'm going to take it as a two of them. You have a word, you have faith, or you leave them out, and hopefully they get the ump a little bit and come on and do what Brandon's done. Yeah. We've done that a couple of times. As I say, I really do want to reiterate both of them, what very, very good footballers they are. But for whatever reason, they haven't hit the heights. I'll probably be the first to say that the amount of chances in comparison to when we had them up there with Josh, for argument's sake, a couple of years ago, the amount of chances, the amount of opportunities they're getting are not quite as much, but really probably need to take a little bit more care with the chances that we are having.
Yeah. And was that the kind of response you were looking for after last Saturday's disappointment?
Yeah, it was. I think, I thought in particular Ron Emery was, superb. I think Harry, sort of went about playing on a difficult pitch. There's no getting around it. It's bobbly. It's there's not, even though it probably looks decent from a distance on the pitch. It's sort of like, it's hard. It's bobbly. And it's not awful lot of grass on it. And you have to make your selections, correctly. That's not easy. But I thought he was superb in particular. And probably just another special mention to Devonte. I thought he's had a little bit of a time just settling himself in. It isn't easy. No one ever said it is. But I thought his play in general was what we're looking for, which is very pleasing.
And Roddy come off today. Was that a bit of a kind of a look towards Tuesday?
Yeah, definitely. As I say, that's why I wanted to mention the fact, I know he weren't too chuffed, and but I think we have to look after him, or I have to look after him. Amber, our physio, mentioned it. That really, if we're going to get any chance of getting a good quality amount of minutes out of him Tuesday, then we might have to be careful. And in fairness, obviously it come on 0-0. Finley had a part in the goal, so I won't say it's a superb sub tactical masterpiece. Yeah, shall I take that? Nah, you know what I mean, like sort of it just worked well, and you know, we did go on the front foot just slightly bit more, which was really pleasing, and yeah, I mean, you know, arguably should have been maybe a little bit more than just the 1-0.
And we look forward to Tuesday now. There's a good, quite a good following going down.
Good.
I know the chairman's put on a coach that's filling up as we speak, and there's a number of people going down and staying over. So there should be a good following of the Crows there, really.
Nah, that's excellent. You know, I mean, you know, anyone that's been involved, you know, since I've been here, since you've been here, you know, I mean, the enthusiasm. It's just been second to none. You know, it's a great football club. You know, when you're involved in it, you know, sometimes it does take someone that's outside of it to realise, you know, what we've got here and what, you know, how good it is. First to admit that we haven't hit the heights that we'd have liked to, but you know, sort of if we can go down and make sure that there's enough in the game for us to bring them back to Garden Walk the week after, that would be fantastic.
Nice one. Cheers, Steve.
You're welcome. Take care.